Ramblomatic here. Welcome back to another little podcast here I want to do. Just a quick intro update, just like I did the last time. MSC, My Summer Car, and next day will be going on Rambit Overload. Facebook page can be found at Rambit YouTube. Just type at Rambit YouTube. And also check out my discussion tabs for updates that could also be going on Facebook as well. Just want to say really quick, thank you very much for watching. If you checked out this little video here, this little podcast, and let's just get right into it. So we're gonna I want to kind of alternate technical stuff and more fun stuff, I guess I'll call it. Basically, right now, what's happening with me is I'm using the Xbox app to record the game DVR. The unfortunate thing about the game DVR is my graphics card isn't the right kind. It's a good graphics card, but it's not supported by the Xbox app's high recording, so that's why it looks really blurry and stuff like that. I'm going to try Shadowplay and see if that kind of works, because I've heard that's really good, and maybe my graphics card will be compatible with it. We'll have to see. Because one of the things I really strive to do recently is increase the gameplay graphics. Like, it's always blurry all the time. Like, sometimes it's hard to read text, and I really don't like that. So basically what's gonna happen is, what did happen is I bought a capture card. Roxio HD game capture, whatever, and just like the audio box, I'm having issues with it. I read a couple fixes online today, so I'm gonna go home and try that tonight. I'm gonna try to upload an episode. If not, this will be going up, which will be fine, because I never really got around to recording this last week. I was really busy, so you get the whole idea. So what I'm gonna try to do in the future is Shadowplay, and hopefully that'll work for me. Another thing is, to help aid the improving the quality of my videos, I got a brand new mic. I got an Audio-Technica AT2020 for anyone who is curious as to what I'm using. It's a cardioid microphone. Really nice, supposed to be omnidirectional. I do notice, maybe because of the gain levels I have, it does tend to pick up a lot of stuff, or because I'm sitting up with my back, not up against a wall, but relatively close to the wall. The sound might be bouncing off of that, so I'm going to try to get that sorted and see what's going on there. I want to kind of also, look into what might cause computers to slow down, and what I can upgrade, or how I can go ahead by maintaining the computer to get it to run faster. Part of me just believes, and I think this is something I probably read before, part of me just believes that it's just something that happens to computers. You know, they get a little bit, as they get older, they start to slow down, and that's just from the heavy use and all that stuff, especially with all the stuff I'm using it for. I gotta find a better way to store episodes that I'm currently not... that I currently no longer need, because I have some that are just left over, like old recordings that I've already released, and I don't really need that stuff anymore, so I'm looking at either a hard drive or an external hard drive or some sort like that. So just want to talk really quick about the how to gun with Rambit video. If you didn't see that, a friend decided to watch one of my videos. I think he probably watches more than just that one, realistically, but the how to gun with Rambit video apparently has a thumbnail that's a little bit misleading. If you watch that episode, there is no point where I'm actually holding a gun. The one in the picture is fake, and the game is actually receiver, which I've actually really been enjoying recently. I'd like to go into that topic in a second here, but yeah, so basically if you go into that video, it's just going to be gameplay. It's not actually me messing around with a toy gun, even in the slightest. I was worried that might be a little misleading. I don't think I'll change the thumbnail. I like the way that kind of came out, even though it is little. I took it with my camera, so it's going to be like little low quality, as you'd expect from just like a standard camera photo. Anyways, moving on to receiver. It has rapidly become... Oh my god. It has rapidly become one of my favorite games. I do love the weapon manipulation. Going from, like, because I fire guns in real life from time to time. On occasion, I wouldn't say it's very common, even the slightest. But that game is really, really fun. Buttons are probably not the best way to simulate gun manipulation, but once you actually use it, it starts to become natural, right? It's just like practice makes perfect. And once you get that down pat, and then you can start applying your knowledge of real guns or real gun maneuvers or techniques, I don't know what you call them, like dropping the mag and emptying the chamber really quickly, and then it makes it really fun because that's something you can do in real life. Clearing the gun is an exercise you can exercise. That's the thing. You can actually do that exercise in real life. In the game, realistically though, E is to drop the mag, and then I believe it's R. Yeah, R will eject the bullet from the firing position. So I really do like the way that they implemented that. I wish that kind of more games used that approach. I really like that. Like I kind of think it'd be kind of cool to add a mode like that to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Which perfect segue, because I'm done on that topic. I want to make a PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds highlights reel video kind of thing. The only issue is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds hasn't really done all that well on my channel recently. I understand it's kind of been talked about as though it's like a really, really good live streaming game, and it does really well for highlights. I don't quite have the level of organization or quite in the situation to be able to do highlight videos, like just like fun moments or highlights or whatever, that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get one out for PUBG to see how that works, how people receive that, and that could be good. I'm not necessarily in it to be super relevant, so clearly I've missed my window to be like super memey or clickbaity or anything like that. It's just because I really enjoy the game, and whenever I happen to stumble across someone that is not paying attention enough for me to actually kill. In saying that, though, I have gotten a little better, which I will go into in a second here. But I just like to put all those highlights together because it's I really like to watch that. I guess it's kind of like the whole satisfaction thing. Like it's satisfying to get the kills in the game. And it's really satisfying to watch as well because it's just like a whole bunch of kills. And a lot of them really make you think of different ways that you could become better at the game. So playing off of that, one thing I've really been doing, I've noticed the last 2 days I've been doing, playing first person in a third person only, not third person only, so in a third person server. Because you can go into first person in the third person servers. I don't know what it is, but when I play first person versus people playing first person, I can't get a kill. I go round after round after round after round, and I die with nothing. Then I go into one first person by accident, or third person by accident, sorry, because it defaults you to that every time you every time you leave a round, every time you enter the game, it defaults to that. So sometimes I accidentally click on it, and from time to time I decide, okay, I'll just go into it. Suddenly I'm getting 3-4 kills in a row. No issue. I don't know what it is. It's almost like they're not paying attention. Like, I can catch people off guard a lot more often in the third person servers for some reason. And it really is, it's fun, but it does feel kind of cheap. I kill someone in first person, I was like, okay, that guy was clearly floating around in third person, and it felt like he had a disadvantage, even though third person, I will acknowledge the fact that third person is an advantage. I don't necessarily know why I'm like that. I guess it's just luck. Like, I happened to stumble across people who just weren't paying attention. Moving on from that, another game I want to record that has a lot of potential. I want to say this right now. Go check it out. I don't think it's too expensive. I got it on the day it was released. It was a couple days ago that it was released. It's called, oh my god, I think Rover Builder or Rover Build Simulator. It's some like generic name. Just type in Rover, and you'll probably find it in like the new releases or relevant tab or whatever. It is really good. I do suggest to watch the tutorial because it's got a completely different gameplay concept to anything else I've played when it comes to builders. But as you can clearly tell, builders are building games or management games are my absolute favorite type of game. There's no beating it for me. That's the kind of style I like to play. So I think that's pretty much it. I've got the update, Xbox app issues, the games lined up. And just to touch on it again, I think I touched on it in my last podcast, but I do have the games that you guys have requested in the past lined up. It's mostly a time thing or an opportunity to record thing, but everything you guys have requested is coming up, and to that I say keep requesting them. I love receiving your requests. I think I've beaten this into the ground by now. If you watch my Colony Survival if you watch my Colony Survival playthrough, I mentioned this as well. I've got them lined up, and they're just waiting on, it's just time now. It's just a matter of time, right? So, I think that's it. Just going to scroll through my little thing. That is it. Perfect. Okay, well, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Sorry if there's no episode tonight. There will definitely be one tomorrow. If not, I don't really see a reason why they're releasing this one. But, thank you very much for watching. I've been Rambit. Bye-bye.